And then especially when I'm like,
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 right here. So I've already made 2 videos about trends that I regret buying, and you know what? I have more, of which having buyer's remorse is literally the worst thing. It feels like I'm just being stabbed in the heart, but it's inevitable that not every single purchase is going to be a hit, and acknowledging why maybe something didn't end up working out can help you kind of take that information for future purchases. And also, I can't lie, I get influenced. There is an enormous amount of influence on social media constantly telling you about trends and products that you need to buy because it's gonna like change your life. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the things I wish I didn't spend my money on. The first piece I regret buying are these Frye boots, and I don't have them with me because I did sell them on Poshmark, which they sat on my Poshmark for 3 months. So the regret was even more intense because I was like, oh my gosh, is nobody going to buy these boots? Like what am I going to do? But somebody did, so yay. I just wish I wouldn't have bought them in the first place. Now, these boots are beautiful. They have been quite popular in the past 3 years, very like Pinterest girly is rocking Frye boots in general, but especially this like Moto style boot, and I had been wanting them, and I did end up finding them. I think it was at the beginning of this year, or maybe like right at the end of last year. I did find them at the Rose Bowl flea market in a size 10, which I can be anywhere from like a size 9 to a size 10, and that was kind of a big reason why I didn't purchase them on Depop or Poshmark, because I wasn't sure what size I was going to be, because some people said that they ran big and some people said that they ran small, and so being able to actually try on the size, especially that I was thinking about buying, was very beneficial. Size 10 was too big, so I did end up leaving them, and then 2 days later I found them on ThredUp in a 9.5. So even more so, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so meant to be. And I will say they did fit. Like the size 9.5 fit me way better than the size 10, but they were so incredibly difficult to put on and off, specifically on the ankle area. Like it wasn't that my foot was too big, there was just something about the ankle area trying to push it into the boot that was so incredibly difficult and frustrating, and I hadn't really heard anyone talk about that. So I think maybe one person had said that it was a little bit difficult to put on and off, but like it didn't stop them from wearing it. So I just figured like, oh, okay, maybe you just gotta like shimmy a little bit. You know, I have some cowboy boots that kind of have that. You have to shimmy your foot in, but it's really not a big a deal at all. Like it wouldn't stop me from wearing them because it's not painful to try to take them off. Whereas these Frye boots, it was painful. And there were times where I was like, I don't know if I can get this off my foot. I may have to cut these off because they are not coming off. And this is painful, and maybe I'm sensitive, or so. Honestly, I think I'm realizing how annoying I am in general, but no. But when it comes to like little imperfections of like fit that I just can't deal with, I'm sensitive. If it's uncomfortable, if it's too itchy, if it's too big, if it's too, like I can't push through. And I'm realizing that I just need to accept that about myself, because I could have returned those boots to ThredUp. That's probably one of my favorite things about buying shoes specifically from ThredUp, because you can return them. You have to pay a fee, but I mean, $10 versus losing out on like $200, you know? But I was in denial, and I just kept telling myself, no, like it's fine. I can push through. But my whole issue was these boots were supposed to be my like everyday new boot. I'm gonna wear it when I go to the grocery store. I'm just gonna wear it every single day. And because of knowing how difficult it was to put on and off, I wouldn't, because I was like, I don't want to deal with that right now. Also, there were times where then I couldn't even put them on, and I was like, well, like what is the point? I can't even put these on. It definitely made me lose any interest in wanting to thrift or buy secondhand Frye boots, like in general at all. I mean, maybe it was just that style that fits that way, but maybe it's all Frye boots that fit that way that aren't just like compatible with my feet. This next one, I am pretty sad to admit that I regret buying, because the actual company I think is amazing. They are super transparent about pricing and like sustainability, and I feel like they're doing so much. But specifically their baby tees or just like basic pieces, they sell specifically the like gingham plaid boxer shorts. That was definitely what I feel like a lot of people bought from them, but they also have these customized t-shirts that you can get from them. They sell the top just by itself as well, but you can pay extra to have it be customized with dead stock fabric. It was $80, and looking at it, like this is me. I love this top. Just looking at it, I absolutely love this top. I wore it in 2 videos ago. Love that it says Cat Mom. I've been wanting this for literally 6 months. You know, I have been influenced to buy it, you know, from the TikTok girlies, Pinterest, Instagram, but it also made sense. Like, again, this is a top that I would wear. I wear these types of tops all the time. Once I got it and I touched it, I realized, oh my God, I hate this material. It is made with 95% organic cotton and 5% spandex. I've tried, obviously, organic cotton pieces and like baby tees and tops before, and even a blend of cotton and spandex. But specifically this, I don't know how the blend happens or what, but the material inside is basically like sweatshirt material, not soft sweatshirt material. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like stretchy sweatshirt material. I wouldn't say it's super uncomfortable. It's just not a feeling that I love. And I was trying to compare it to other baby tee material that I like, because I've also tried some that I absolutely hated, like the Realization Par Leo like Zodiac top. Love that it says Leo. Hate the feeling of the top. Again, I'm very specific, so maybe you absolutely love the material. I personally do not. I wish that all of you could feel it so you could understand what I'm talking about, because it's just completely different than any type of baby tee I've ever, or just like top in general that's kind of in this type of style. It feels so much different, and it's like thick, which having a thick baby tee isn't a bad thing. If it's made better, I would like that, but it's like weird thickness. It's a weird thickness, sweatshirt, stretchy material. Yeah, I'm sad about this one. Okay, this next one is kind of odd because I have had it for probably like a year at least, and I'm sure I've raved about it as well, but it wasn't until the past 2 months that I have now grown to regret it. And they are, yes, there's 2. They are the Baggu Crescent bags. I have the big one, or no, this is the medium version, and then I also have the small Baggu Crescent bags, and these have been my go-to bags. I think this one came out like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's been like my everyday bag until about 2 months ago. I basically have been growing out quite a short like cut that I got last May, and it wasn't really until the past 2 months that my hair has really started to like hit my body. Well, it has hit my body, but it would be like above my collarbones, and I mean, it was very much right at my shoulders for quite a long time, so I think maybe that's why I wasn't affected by this. But basically the past 2 months I've noticed when wearing my Baggu crossbody crescent bag that it would feel like my hair was being pulled and tugged. And I was like, is my hair just really tangly? I thought maybe I didn't brush my hair enough, and that's why my hair is like getting caught on my bag. I've had short hair for a very like significant amount of time in my life. There was really only like one other time that my hair was actually long, and when it was long, I realized how much your hair gets caught in stuff. And probably like 3 weeks ago, I realized that it very much is pulling my hair. I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is so frustrating and annoying. And so I really then was only wearing it if my hair was up. And these are like my go-to bags. And so I don't really have any other bags. So sometimes I was just pushing through with my hair being tugged. It's not that big of a deal. It really is not that big of a deal. But for me, I'm so particular that if something is annoying, and especially like it's going to be pulling my hair as I'm wearing it, I don't want to wear it. It just must be this strap that just likes my hair, or maybe my hair texture. I do have frizzy hair. It's like wavy frizzy. So maybe that's why just the texture gets pulled, but it doesn't rip my hair out. It's not ripping out my hair. It's just like these small like tugs on my hair. I even asked on my Instagram if it happens to anyone else, because I was like, is this just happening to me? Nobody has ever talked about their Baggu Crescent Bag pulling their hair, and the majority of people said no, that it does not happen to them. But I did also get DMs that said that it does happen to them, but they don't care because they love their bag so much. So they just like, it's not that big of a deal. So it's just me. It is just me. I have talked about how much I love like the big square kind of like funky glasses a couple of times. I'm pretty sure in my things that make you instantly stylish video, I talked about how a glasses like that in my head makes you instantly stylish. And I had gotten these big square ones from iBuy Direct, I think like at least 9 months ago, maybe more. I just loved the style and the look and the trend in general. But once I got them, I realized I don't like this style of glasses as my everyday like prescription glasses. It's definitely more of like a fashion accessory. Even though this kind of side is pretty thin, it does kind of squish on my head. For reference, these are the glasses that I've had for the past 2 years, and you can kind of see the thinness, and they're just like more flexible, and it barely even feels like I am wearing glasses. These were like $150 because I got them prescription, because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so stylish with my new glasses. I'm gonna wear these all the time. And no, because they hurt my head. And because I bought them a little bit more as like a fashion piece, even to wear in my head every single day, but especially as a fashion accessory, I can't wear them in videos because of the glare. Like I use 4 big lights, and so there's a glare, so you can't even see my eyes, and so I can't wear them. And then even taking photos in them, there's a glare. And so I just wear them for myself, kind of, which like that's not a bad thing. I wear these just for myself, but because there's the additional gives me a migraine, and also I don't love the nose part. I wish I would have just gotten some from the thrift store that were just like no prescription, or even I think these without a prescription are $35. I wish I would have done that, because if I wanted to use them for an accessory, like then I could have just worn contacts instead of spending $150 on these that I never wear, because they're actually uncomfortable, and I would have known like, oh, these wouldn't be good everyday wear. I do love them. That's the thing, is I love the style of them. But to have gotten them as prescription ones just wasn't a good idea. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised that I regret the fuzzy green jacket. I thrifted this back at the end of December. It's originally from Delia's. I'm pretty sure it's like the Delia's Dolls Kill collaboration. I still have the Savers tag on it because I have not worn it. Anytime it's chilly, I always just wear the same leather. Actually, I rotate between my like leather blazer, leather jackets, and like my denim jackets. And anytime I want like a fuzzy jacket, I go for the IMGA like shearling jacket. That's like my go-to. I've had that for so many years. This has just been sitting in my closet. It's very cute. It's very fun. It was very like, this type of style was very trendy back in 2020, 2021. And something that happens is when something's very, very trendy and I really, really like, and it takes a very long time for me to find it secondhand, when I find it secondhand, I don't really use my thinking cap. I don't go, hey, do you think that you will actually wear this? Like, this makes sense with your closet. Do you think the material is something that you like? Is there something about it that annoys you? And I wish I would have taken that second to let those thoughts happen, because number one, it sheds. It sheds just little fuzzies all over. I have 2 cats. I already have hair flying everywhere. I don't now need a jacket to do that. And I'm also like, does this look good on me? Does this color even look good on me? Even if it matches any of my clothes, does the color even look good on me? Especially that I've like gotten my hair done. I don't think it looks good on me. A lot of times, especially with jackets, I end up getting jackets that are different than what I own, because I'm like, everyone's annoyed by seeing my black leather jacket or my blue denim jacket. And you don't care. You literally don't care. I just have that in my mind that I need to be wearing something different to keep it, you know, fresh, and that I'm like, it's fashionable. But re-wearing the same jacket over and over again is fashionable. It's more fashionable than thrifting something that you never wear. We have another shoe regret, and they are the Nike Tabis. I think like the Nike Air Tabis. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but I had found these on ThredUp and they were a really good price in my size. I have been pinning these on my Pinterest and I was like, oh my gosh, these are so interesting. I love shoes, and I love a funky shoe as well. And I really love Tabis, the like style. I have some Mary Janes and I'm obsessed with the look of them. And so when I had seen them in a sneaker, I was like, oh my goodness, these would be so wearable. The reason why I don't wear these is not because of the toe. That's actually my favorite part about these. It's everything else as to why I don't wear these. Number one, Velcro. It's not that I hate Velcro in a shoe. It's actually like probably the best thing for me, if I'm being honest, because I'm so annoyed by shoes taking too long to put on and like shoelaces. So you would think it would be perfect, but there's something about how like big the Velcro is on these shoes and the look of them that just reminds me of an ankle brace. I have fractured my ankle, been in crutches many a times. I was in a wheelchair for 3 months because I fell on my crutches from hurting my leg, and then I sprained my arm. You know, I have had many braces on my leg. I've had the boot on my leg, and I just can't help but look at these. And then especially when I'm like, and then I just hate the little holes. There's something about the little holes. It's too sporty. I think I'm trying to figure out like what it is about why I don't wear them. And I think it's just the style that I don't like. But again, I love the toe. I love that. If it was a normal sneaker, I think I would totally wear them. But there's something about the style of it. It also kind of reminds me of like a water shoe, you know? Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching and listening to me rant and yap about all of my pickiness in regards to my purchasing regrets. Again, I think it's great to talk about the reasons why you don't use something or you didn't like something. Again, it's just information for future purchases like I mentioned. Also, I wanted to thank everyone that wished me well on my community tab and also my Instagram story about me falling last week. It's been about a week and a half since I had fallen down my stairs. If you didn't know, I fell down my stairs and I ended up getting a mild concussion. Concussion wise, I'm doing good. The first 2 days were a little bit difficult, but healing process of that, I'm doing good. My back is still hurting. I mean, again, it's only been a week and a half. And so I would say like filming this and realizing how much I move my arms, and you don't realize moving your arms like also moves your back. So I'm definitely gonna be going back on a heating pad once I finish filming this, because I'm still having pretty consistent just like back pain. Again, totally makes sense. It's gonna take time for that to heal. But yeah, I have like a lot more mobility back since I fell, but I'm still having to go slow. I will probably opt for filming kind of like easier style of videos right now just as I heal, because trying to do a whole styling video right now sounds terrible, like trying on clothes and like crouching down and all that. So hopefully that's okay. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you have a super sunny day. Bye.